Hello again, cartoon car collectors. We have a Nissan Calsonic R34 here. It's from their Super GT series, and on the back it says number 2. So it's their second casting or second livery. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if those numbers associate with anything. But this says 2005 here, so we got an idea of how old it is. And I think it's new because it got a whole bunch of tape here. It's not normal tape. You know, it's like square tape, so it's not like someone just taped this at home. Alright. I think these flags are teaching you about, safety flags on the race course. Of course, it's all in Japanese, so I have no idea what they really mean. Alright. So, the box is going to store it, but I don't even keep those. Alright. So, I've noticed over variations of this race car running changes, you'll see the hood of this one doesn't match the hood of this or that. But I pulled this image up because there are no canards on this particular model. This particular photo. But this one, yeah, also no canards. But this hood matches the hood of this one better. It's got a lot more. It has a lot more vents going on. And then I think this is a museum, so the final resting place, but now you'll see there are canards here and the hood does match pretty well. And then here's a rear view again in the museum, and yeah, so I think this raced a couple seasons, or maybe it's one season, I don't know, please leave a comment, but obviously some changes were made. Okay, so it's a nice blue, not a metallic blue, just a medium blue, I would say. Unfortunately, there's a tiny bit of lint or something in that paint there. But otherwise, seems alright so far. This is all Tampo printing here, no decals, which are great. Standard 5 spokes, and, well, it's close enough to the real car that I'm probably just going to add some black paint to this. Yeah, so we got some, pretty far vents here for the radiator, and it seems like there's this very faint texture for the radiator. You can hear it. Some black paint here, and then I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt these are clear plastic because you can see the smoked plastic here. You can see the gear of the motor. I think this is the same, and I think this is all one piece of plastic just painted really nice. If there's any of this white residue on an old Choro-Q, you just wipe it off and it's good to go. Alright. So the rear, we have nice taillights going on there, and then the number 12, so the Calsonic, we know what it is. I don't know if this means it's the second model in this Super GT series or not. This rear wing, is it a separate piece? I think it is. I think there's a brake there. And then it's printed nicely. Printed pretty much on every side of this vehicle. No black paint here in this NACA duct though. And then if you don't have packaging when you buy one of these used, you look at the bottom, and it's from 2005. Standard construction, screw and a tab there. Alright, looks pretty good. The stance actually is okay on this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother, modifying it. I think I'll just leave it alone. Okay, so with that said, let's pull out a couple other vehicles to compare to. The first of which is the ChoroQ. I actually have a 1/64 scale version of this one. So let's get that thing going. It's a ChoroQ blister pack, I think. It's a pretty nice model, although I did have to lower the stance on it. It came with a really tall stance, like it was like a truck or something. But now it's pretty nice. Yeah. So here's a top view of the foreshortening. Yeah, this ChoroQ doesn't have any sort of canards or any arrow on the side either. Alright, very nice. I love the taillights on these ChoroQs. Okay, let's get some other Super GT cars out in cartoon form. So I have a yellow hat Supra. There we go. And that one I did add some black paint to the wheels. I do have to say though, adding black paint to ChoroQ white wheels, it never works out right. It stains the plastic or something. It's not super bright anymore. You might want to clear coat it, but I'm too lazy to do that. This next one is a Nissan Z, a Zanavi Z. Okay, And the last one I have is an ESOFlow Supra. So it's a Supra again, different livery. So all these Super GT cars, you know, they have very low roof lines. They're not normal compared to other Choro-Qs. I will say the Skyline one is a little bit high compared to the Supra. But let me just show you here a couple other Skylines here. So here's the traditional style of Choro-Q, I think. You notice the roof is so much taller. That's an R34 as well, so maybe let's move these over and put these right next to each other. And then I think this next one is an R33, so the generation before. So look at the roof, you know. It's definitely higher in these more traditional style Choro-Qs. I don't know if it's just different. I'm okay with these low roof lines. It's still a very cartoon looking race car, which is cool. I suppose if I had a choice though, I kind of prefer the ones with the tall roof line because it makes it even look more cartoon, more goofy. And I'm all about goofy looking things, so. Alright, just thought I'd throw that out there in case you're new to Choro-Qs. I've only been collecting Choro-Qs a few months myself. Okay, let's get this thing spinning on its own. Alright, so it's another nice Choro-Q, Super GT, very cool. The only thing really lacking is a little black paint in the wheels, but everything else is really quite fantastic. All the tampo printing, there's no major QC issues, you know, a tiny bit of lint in the paint, but I can live with that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to continue to get some more, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.